Hello, everybody. Give me a second to figure out why. Okay, there goes the music. So that works. Okay. So, I thought I would try something different, but I wanted to ask you guys how it sounds. So I've disconnected my interface from the preamp. So there shouldn't be any more of that buzzing noise that happens every once in a while. I don't know if this is loud enough. The downside of it is if I do get loud, it will peak. It will probably blow out your ears. But there shouldn't be any more of that buzzing. So we can roll with it if you guys want. But yeah. All right, Brandon, Vulcan, Shante, welcome. Turn voice or music. All right, hold on a second. Do the music a little bit. And I'll turn the voice up a little bit. Is that good? Is that better? Perfecto. Perfecto Italiano. All right. So good enough. All right. So as far as new things, Monday, we will be doing a very fun, very special collab stream. I'll keep the game. Well, I guess I'll leave it up to you. I will keep one part of it a secret. You can either know the guests or you can know the game. But you don't get to know both. Damn it, Brandon, you're not supposed to give it away like that. All right. I will say we will be playing. Okay, you want to know the guests. All right. Chloe Eves, voice of Corin in Zenless. And then we have Miss Val Kitty as well, and then some Australian lady that I met. I don't remember her name. Starts with an S, I think, but she'll also be there. So yeah, we're gonna have a fun guest stream Monday. Should be a good time. That's right, Shane Gillis, everyone's favorite Australian woman. Sounds like a very goated stream. I think it will be. I think it'll be a very good one. It should be a lot of fun. So the game will remain a secret, but that's the lineup. And then, of course, that Thursday is the collab stream with Mad Hatter. And people from her channel for Monster Prom. And then we will also probably be hanging out with Naren a little bit that day because it is also their stream anniversary. And then the following day is a secret stream that I can't say that much about other than it involves Mari and some other people. So it's going to be a packed week next week. Yeah. Should be pretty crazy. Not very secret anymore. Well, the secret is what we're doing on the stream, really. But that should be revealed soon. So, either way, should be a good week. Because I'm going to be streaming probably extra long on Thursday, I may cancel the Wednesday stream just so Thursday can go longer. But we'll see. That Kenny guy. What's up? Thank you, Kenny, for joining us. All right, and with that being said, let's get into it. So we should be finishing the story tonight, and then I'll probably end up just doing some, like, battle tower or something. I was caught up on 1.6. Almost. This is the end of the story. We played Anby's story thing, so yeah, all we got left is the end of this, and then probably do some grinding, because I have like 980 energy saved up. Hugo? Oh, what a coincidence. I didn't expect to see you here. Evidently, I didn't expect it either. Otherwise, I would have chosen a different store. Are you preparing for the operation? Are you blind? Oh, by the way, thank you for joining us this time and lending your combat prowess. If you could also refrain from revealing our secrets to your dear master, that would be perfect. The manager went over this with me. You have my word that as long as your actions do not cause harm, I will keep everything secret. How awfully kind of you. Nice, been working on my Bernice I pulled, just got her to the right stats for her light cone and level. Nice. I still need to get Bernice's Wenjin. I have not tried pulling for that again. I might do that for the end of the stream. Alright, I'm short on time, so I'll be off now. Enjoy your shopping. It's so weird that they're like... They were literally going to kill each other. And now he's like, okay, have fun shopping. Emergency medications need restocking too. Guess I'll stick to the ones I'm used to. At this moment, a familiar figure appears once again. You know what, Lycon? If I were in your shoes and foresaw an awkward encounter with a former partner, I'd choose to go away. That's fair. Time is short, and this is the only pharmacy around. Besides, I don't see any need to avoid you. I don't think Lycon wears shoes. I guess it depends on if you count his metal replacement legs as shoes. Like, do you count your prosthetic legs as your shoes when you attach them to your stumps? That would be funny if you were like wearing long pants so people didn't know that you don't have like your real legs, and you're like, hold on, I just gotta switch shoes, and you just take your legs off and switch them. Just like shrimps ain't fish, they're bugs. I mean, they definitely are closer to bugs.
This is getting to be more than just a coincidence, don't you think? Or perhaps you are actually stalking me.
Legs ain't shoes, they legs. I lost my shins in World War II.
If I was stalking you, you wouldn't ever know.
Overconfident as always. You haven't changed at all.
I mean, Hugo, he is a wolf. He can smell you from a mile away. It's probably safe to say he could find you.
We just make it a habit to check the state of our weapons prior to combat.
Thanks for that little reminder. I almost forgot.
I didn't expect you to let me join.
What else could I do? Master Proxy would have insisted on having you join us. I never expected for us to have a chance to enjoy some pleasant conversation like this, without our weapons drawn, that is.
Ah, yes, how pleasant this conversation is.
It really has been too long. I still remember when we first established Mockingbird.
Indeed. That was a long time ago. Thankfully, Jack went in peace.
He must have known about his condition for some time. He even left us with instructions.
This art does not fit how he sounds at the moment.
Passing peacefully in your sleep is the most natural way to go. I'm happy for him. By the way, Lycon, have you given it any thought yet?
You mean about our guild for Phantom Thieves?
Yes, I just played this game called Persona 5. Incredible stuff. I think we should do that.
Yeah. It's time for us to build an organization of our own. Jack always supported the idea, didn't he?
I don't have any objections. But what should we call it then?
How about Mockingbird? It's a bird known for mimicking the calls of others to blend in. The same way we don high society roles for ourselves when we're out on a mission.
It's so funny that that's the act, that they're high society, when this guy literally already talks like a little lord.
Oh, oops. I nearly forgot. You're a terrible actor, and you're always flubbing your lines. I guess we can rule out that name then.
No, call it Mockingbird. We're always just putting on an act, aren't we? I won't slip up on our next mission. Besides, we still ran missions together even when we didn't have a name. Having one now won't really make a difference.
No. It does make a difference, Lycon. And I don't just want a name. I want Mockingbird to become a symbol. Like the sword of Damocles hanging over everyone's heads. Striking fear into the hearts of the rich and cruel whenever they hear the name. Just like Jack used to say, this world isn't fair. So that's why we have to influence it however we can.
But on the basis of not causing harm to other people's lives. That's also what Jack used to say.
This is one of those Spider-Man things where it's like, great power comes with great responsibility. And it's like, no, great power must come with great responsibility.
Of course I remember.
Difference.
All right. I promise.
That sounded pretty forced. Don't forget, things don't end well for people who break their oaths.
I'm good for my word. You must trust your fellow companions. That's also something Jack would say. Well then, today's the day that Mockingbird will officially start flying.
I mean, if he didn't know that this guy was gonna turn evil, I don't know, man. He wasn't paying attention.
Our first order of business, deciding on our symbol.
How about a mockingbird, you fucking idiot? Hugo and Lycon share a rare moment of peaceful reminiscence. Meanwhile, on the proxy side, the others joining the operation finally arrive.
Looks like we're all here. Hugo, you're late again.
Do forgive me. Someone was pestering me and wasting my precious time.
Wise has those Sonic the Hedgehog shoes. Sonic Adventure 2 battle over here. Alright, other than familiar faces, we also have a new friend joining us for this operation. Seems that Miss Anby is the reinforcements recommended by the manager. Pleasure to meet you, I'm Hugo. Hello, the proxy's already updated me on the necessary info. Rest assured, I will keep it confidential. So, before entering the holo, let's confirm the mission's objective once again. We'll be heading to one of the coordinates marked in Bringer's notebook. These coordinates contain secrets related to the Exaltists. We'll have to explore. Wise running fast with those shoes. I mean, he's gonna have to run fast. He doesn't know how to fight, and he's insisting on going in person for some reason.
I didn't expect the coordinates in Bringer's notes to lead here.
So, are you familiar with this place?
Oh, you could say that.
Proxy, if they're being too noisy, nice vacation.
I wonder if Sam had to redo or like record new battle noises, or if they just reused the same ones from for other Anby.
I don't enjoy obstacles in my path.
What up?
Can we not bust the door open?
Newbie Furry Truther. Is that it?
You can try.
I'm just gonna call you Truther, I think.
Master Proxy, we need to find a power source
Thank you
to
for
activate the
following.
door.
Appreciate it.
A generator room should be nearby.
How's it going? Having a good day today?
Over here.
TGIF,
Wow,
am I
You
right?
really know this place like the back of your paw.
Okay,
Master Proxy, I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
made it just
There's
in
something
time.
wrong with the circuit. It seems to be blocked.
Pug sliding under the door and then grabbing the hat like Indiana Jones. Just in time.
Don't tell me. Victoria Housekeeping's high and mighty attendants can't even fix a simple circuit.
Yeah, man, we're just like maids and butlers and stuff. Why would I, like, I'm not an IT guy.
I can fix it, but I'll need a circuit diagram before I can do anything. I've seen diagrams for this type of circuit before. It's a pity that we're unable to connect to the outside world from inside the hollow.
Just leave that problem to me.
Leave that problem to me. It wouldn't even be a problem if I was in my computer body, because I would already be connected to the outside world. But now we have a problem that I can fix.
Wise, I just sent an image of a circuit diagram to you. Have a look.
Thank you very much, Master Proxy. Now then, let's start repairing this circuit.
Master Proxy, I've organized the circuit-related modules. You just need to connect them. Yeah, alright. Simple. I like to get it all lined up ahead of time.
The
It's
circuit
more
is fixed.
satisfying that
We
way.
should now be able to open that door.
The flesh is weak and spongy. It is. Wise doesn't appear to work out in any way.
Wait up. Wait a second. Something just doesn't add up.
Oh yeah, Brandon, this is your reminder to look into that tabletop thing. That VTT or whatever.
It's all coming together now. Communicating
Foundry.
with the outside
Yeah, that's
world
it.
from within a hollow. And getting that circuit diagram. In theory, there's only one person who could ever do that.
If we play games later, I will also try to remind you again. What up, crony? Enjoyed the lurk?
Could it be your Lord Phaethon? Impossible.
I told you
There's no
before.
way. But then again, only Phaethon could have done that.
I told you I was Phaethon. You just didn't believe me. Although, now that I know you're making your own merch of me, I don't know. Now I'm starting to feel like maybe it's a bad idea for you to know that.
I mean, you're an incredible proxy, sure. And you're a good person. But could you really be Lord Phaethon?
I mean, here's the thing. This is my chance to correct the timeline and say that I'm not Phaethon. Because she's crazy. And you don't stick your dick in crazy. However, maybe Wise wants to.
That's me. I'm Phaethon. Sorry, I just never had the opportunity to tell you.
Bullshit, I told her earlier.
Unbelievable.
She just didn't listen.
Lord Phaethon, I've been your biggest fan for years now. Goodness me, Lord Phaethon was right in front of me all along, and I had no idea. This is like a dream. Could you, I mean, if you're willing, could you please give me an autograph and a group photo and...
Sure, and perhaps you can come back to my hotel room after this.
Anything you want, but let's get out of the hollow first, all right?
Oh, okay.
Faithen's
Sorry,
biggest
I
fan.
guess I got a little too excited.
It is wild to essentially be like a hacker and have someone be your biggest fan. Back to the hotel room for a nice glass of champagne.
Anyone would be enraptured meeting someone they admire that much.
Yeah, if I ever met my favorite movie director, I'd be the same.
We should keep moving. This isn't the best place for idle chit-chat.
The door's finally open. The proxy.
Is that a dig at me, Andy?
Ethan,
Did it as fast as I could, and you couldn't do anything about it.
this is a dream. I never want to wake up. Fall back.
Yep. And pegging is crazy. Is that where you peg someone with a champagne bottle? Because I agree, that is crazy. It's a good way to get alcohol poisoning real quick. Unless you're using the bottom part of the bottle, in which case that's just a good way to get severe injury real quick.
Lycon, your fighting style wasn't so reserved in the past.
I've matured.
I've matured.
You called it mature? You're just being pretentious.
What you deserve.
Yeah, it says the vampire who's dressed like a reject from the One Piece captains. Fucking Andy. Attack the right direction. Sounds awful. What, you're not into the idea of champagne? I think we could be onto something here, to be honest.
Off balance. Mine.
Let us leave this place at once.
That could be the new TikTok trend. You know, it'd be like, which champagne do you like to use? You know, full size, travel size. It's not champagne unless it comes from the Champagne region of France. Otherwise, then it's just sparkling anal.
You won't back down.
I don't know that I like the way Silver Andy plays. Strange logic. Hey, not my logic. Blame the people who like wine.
Lord Phaethon, how are you feeling? Are you tired? Do you need a break? Some food? Water?
Thank you for your concern. I'm fine.
Phaethon, do you need anything? Water? Food? Some pussy? Maybe mine, perhaps? What happened here? Did somebody kill this Bang Boo by drowning it in the toilet? Like Hitman? Alright. You're blocked off by a complicated mechanism.
Master, a complex mechanism has been detected ahead. To pass through, you need to
I feel like
activate
it's been a minute
all
since
three
we've heard
smaller
from Fairy. All of the above. What's up, Lord? Is it EMP0 or EMP0? Either way, welcome in. Glad to see you. Just give me a second. I'm marking the time. I started marking the time of things I want to clip because I forget after the stream immediately.
Suggestion: split up and handle them
Zenless Zone
simultaneously to
Hitman.
save time.
Dude, I mean, Agent 47 would be like... He would be so out of his depth in here. Best possible chance he would have is if he had that homing briefcase. What up? Not much. Just doing some, just doing the end here. It's EMP, not EMP. Cool. Alright. Lord EMP 0. Got it.
So, we have to head to 3 different places to crack this thing.
Huh? We're splitting into 3 groups? In that case, I'll protect you, Master Proxy.
The entire rest of the dialogue for her from this point on should just be her saying like that.
I can take care of one myself.
That leaves the last one to me, then.
Wait, so I'm gonna be running around with just her.
You should go with Hugo.
What's that supposed to mean? We get along just fine, don't we, Miss Cunninghair?
I don't know what's going on with you two, but you've been bickering the whole time. It's annoying. This is a good chance for you guys to build some rapport. Anby's got a point. Hugo, just go with Lycon.
You just want to be alone with your Lord Faithin, don't you, Vivian?
Huh? That's
This
not
is Wise's chance.
Alright, sounds like a plan. It's all decided then.
Wise is like, yes, this is the plan. This should be the plan. And, yeah, you know what, guys? Just give us like 20 to 30 minutes before you come looking for us. We're probably fine. Love how Ambi calls them out. It is nice to have somebody just be like, you guys are being real annoying.
If Master Proxy says so, then sure. But, Lycon, you better not slow me down.
It's also weird that they're like just bickering with each other when the falling out they had was because Hugo murdered a guy and Lycon was like, yo, I'm not about that. And for some reason that pissed him off.
I really want to recommend you two some movies for a crash course on teamwork.
Up first, you have to watch all of the Rush Hour movies. So if there are no objections, let's proceed with the assigned squads. You really enjoy posing as the leader, don't you? I believe everyone is well aware that within the Hollow, Master Proxy is the only leader. Do you enjoy arguing like this? Does it make you happy? Clearly it doesn't, Miss Anby. Lord Faithin, are you tired? Would you like to rest for a moment? I can fix him. I don't know. I feel like when you've murdered somebody, that's hard to fix. And, you know, granted there is a difference between justified murder and, like, just killing a guy, but I don't know. I wouldn't want to live with a murderer. As the proxy said, let's make it quick, friends. Whatever, dork. Oh.
Lord Faithin, there are too many ethereals here.
Are there, though? Oh, it's been a while since we've done one of these. That's pretty easy. It's always funny in cutscenes like that where they're like, there's too many, and it's 3, like, normal enemies that you
Lord
can
Faithin,
fight pretty easy.
Seems like we both need to press down on these mechanisms at the same time.
How do you know that? You just see 2 computers next to each other.
Lord Faithin and I share a deeper connection.
See 2 computers next to each other, and she's like, we both have to do it at the same time.
I'm not being too forward.
They were literally close enough one person could hit both.
Goodness me. Somehow I'm fighting alongside Lord Phaethon. It's like all my dreams are coming true. I'm going to wake up any second now, aren't I?
No, this isn't a dream. I'm real. See?
Oh,
You can even hold my
shit.
hand.
Wise, get it. Get it, Wise.
Not only is Lord Phaethon incredible, but super kind.
No, I'm real, see? You can hold my hand. Your hand feels strange. Almost cylindrical.
That's it. I pledge to be a die-hard Lord Phaethon fan until my very last breath.
Seems like we've got to keep her. I mean, I don't know. This is a very intense start to a relationship.
I'm happy to hear that. Don't get me wrong, but why do you like Phaethon so much, Vivian?
Lord Phaethon is my light, the one who saved me in my darkest and most desperate times. Like a deity who rescued me.
Sure, but like, in a more real sense, how?
You probably don't remember, but you really did save me that day.
I don't remember.
Wow, it's so embarrassing to say all this in front of you. Sorry, I hope I'm not bothering you too much.
No, you're not a bother at all. Thank you for your loyal support.
Thank you for your support on patreon.com.
I should be the one thanking you. Just being able to see Lord Phaethon makes me the luckiest person in the whole world. Sorry to keep babbling like this. I wonder how the others are doing.
He's got the worst secret identity in the world. Everybody knows that they're Lord Phaethon at this point.
I'm sure Anby will be able to manage. She's great at this kind of stuff.
Even the cops. Yeah, even the super secret cops.
But as for Hugo and Lycon, let's just hope they don't get into a fight with each other.
Seth doesn't know. Yeah, he is like the one character who doesn't know at this point. What's up, Remnant? Welcome in.
Copy. There are too many ethereals here. Though, it's not a huge problem.
Yeah, 4. Oh man, what am I gonna do? I don't really enjoy the way Silver Andy plays.
Wide open.
Which I guess is good for me, that way I don't feel like I have to pull her.
Off balance.
On balance, off balance, doesn't matter. I'm better than you.
Now you pay.
Honestly, I might just not like how the electric type people play. I don't think there's a single electric agent that I really enjoy playing as. I don't know why. Just something about him. I guess I don't hate the way Rena plays. She's pretty fun. I haven't built her at all, though. Oh no, 2 consoles. If only I could press both at the same time.
So, we have to cooperate to solve this problem.
Have a particular favorite. Among the electric types, it's probably Rena. Among all the characters, Ben, but I'm also biased on that. Outside of Ben, probably my favorite to play as is Piper. I love a good spin to win. Amogus.
That's a real shame.
I have no intention of arguing with you right now. Master Proxy and Miss Vivian are elsewhere, and we must rendezvous with them post-haste.
What a coincidence. That's exactly what I was thinking. Just this once, we should trust each other. For the Proxy.
For fuck's sakes, guys.
I have no objections.
Very well. Then you'd better keep your word. I know you've never fully trusted me, Lycon.
Yeah, 'cause you're evil and a murderer.
Even before it all fell apart.
He's like, I know you've never trusted me. It's like, yeah, because we would talk and you'd be like, I am the righteous sword that will punish people. It's like, yeah, I'm not going to trust that. Lycon is silent for quite a while, seeming to be caught in some memories from long ago.
You wanted to speak to me alone?
Ah, that's Jack, eh?
I know you and Hugo are as thick as thieves and don't hide anything from one another. But you can't tell him what I'm about to tell you.
I found some gay porn on the computer, and I don't know who searched it, but I did see Hugo using the computer a lot yesterday. It would be very embarrassing for him, but it's fine. Just, we have to have a talk about safe internet use.
Did something happen with him?
Hugo is an intelligent and gifted child. He learns everything I teach with ease. In time, he'll grow beyond me. Reach a place where people will marvel and look up to him as a beacon.
Yeah. As much as I hate to admit it, he always picks things up just a teeny bit quicker than me. But none of that matters, because I can overpower him easy.
I don't think being gifted is a good thing for him.
What do you mean?
He bears a dark and painful past. What he was taught, the hatred he was faced with, everything he picked up. It's all become an integral, inseparable part of him.
Oh yeah, you noticed that? When he talks about, exterminating criminals?
I believe that beautiful flowers can blossom even in the darkest abyss. But the roots of that flower would draw from evil instead of good. Hatred instead of love.
He's got a dark passenger just like Dector.
It's a curse that flows through his lineage. A curse that fate branded him with. I've seen far too many people like that throughout this long life of mine. They struggle with this curse their whole lives. But they all end up failing in the end.
I mean, I didn't watch Dexter's Lab that closely, Brandon, but I don't know what you're talking about. You talking about Mandark? He's got dark in his name.
The path of light is narrow and fleeting. And the darkness is filled with such temptation that dropping your guard for even just a moment can send you spiraling straight into the abyss.
Yeah, Mandark Passenger. Yeah, that was his last name, right?
Do you mean Hugo's going to be a bad guy?
I don't know. I hope he'll always stay true to his heart. That he won't give in to hatred and ambition. That he won't become the dragon that must be slain. But he has inherited the seed of evil. You cannot let it take root.
I mean, listen, he's probably taken his fair share of seed. Evil or otherwise.
I'm afraid I won't be there to help you. There's not much life left in this old body of mine. So then, Lycon, promise me now, you must hold his chain tight. To restrain him. To stop him. And when necessary, to choke him.
Ooh. No wonder people think of this as the big gay patch. He's like, I'm going to show you some BDSM techniques now. If applied correctly, it will be very easy for you to maintain control. Taking a quick break from my Elon ball coddling parents to enjoy this. Fair enough. Welcome in, David. Back to the present. After a bout of not-so-happy cooperation, Lycon and Hugo finally managed to deal with the mechanism.
You've become slow. Or maybe you've been on guard against me this whole time. And that's what's slowing you down.
Well, you did try to kill me earlier, so I feel like that's warranted.
Looks like I was right.
Isn't this great? Yeah, we learned a lot about their kinky BDSM practices, and that's pretty cool, you know? You'd expect Lycon to be the one wearing the collar in their relationship, but no, it was Hugo. Although Lycon does wear a collar, so...
Lycon, I hope you're aware that the one who betrayed Mockingbird and went to work for the Mayflowers
Heard they like
was you,
sham-pegging.
not me.
It's true. They're true pioneers.
I would never betray my companion.
I don't wish to repeat myself, but you should not break our oath.
That's the path I've chosen, and I'm going to stick to it.
But you know that path will lead you the wrong way.
Who are you to lecture me about right and wrong?
I'm the hero of this story. I'm built different.
I believe any path that makes you feel pain must be the wrong one.
Just make out already. Yeah, for real.
Your disgusting sympathies make me sick, Lycon.
Hugo sat down, boy, and sat down himself. That's how you train dogs. You gotta show them, you know? If you're like, look, roll over, you gotta lay down and roll over so they get it.
There's only ever been one person who can kill me or save me, and that is me.
That is actually something that's funny about dogs. In the wild, you know, they don't bark. Because, like, they would hunt. So obviously, that would give them away. When they're barking, that's because they've picked it up from humans to try and, like, copy the way we talk, essentially. Which is why dogs know how to, like, whine for food and stuff like that. It's very interesting. I can fix him. You're welcome to try, but you're gonna get... I mean, it's not gonna go well. You might have some fun in the interim, but, you know, the ending's gonna be probably not good. Just be careful with the sham pegging.
It worked.
It's quite dangerous. After a while, the teams have completed their respective tasks. Everyone gathers again. I can't believe we're the last squad to arrive. Clearly, this is thanks to a certain somebody.
You wouldn't have come in last place if you weren't so busy arguing. For perfectly coordinated partners such as Lord Phaethon and I, coming in first place is to be expected.
Shouldn't last place treat everyone else? Yeah, let the rich boys do it.
Alright, fair enough. Once we complete the mission, I'll treat the proxy to a meal. Since when did we agree to a race? Everyone, the location marked in Bringer's notebook is not far from here. Let's move out.
You hear strange noises coming from ahead. Ambi with the truth bomb.
That was loud.
Ambi's just annoyed.
What's happening up ahead?
Hold on, everyone. I'll go check it out.
Annoyance brings out the truth faster than anything.
It's probably multiple ethereals attacking. Just in case, I'll go with you.
Vivian, you should go with them too. Keep an eye on Lycon, will you? I'm worried he might sell us out to the mayor when he gets the chance.
I'd never
What
do
a
that.
wild thing.
But if Miss Vivian wishes to join us, she's more than welcome.
Like, Lycon has shown that he cares about his integrity and keeping his word so much. And then this dude comes in, killing people, stealing shit, being generally like one of those weirdos who's like, I will cleanse the world of evil. And he's like, yeah, I don't think we can trust that guy.
Okay. Then I'll go with you.
Chill that Melody muses stream. She voices basically the heir to Thanatos in Honshu Star Rail. What? Is that a new thing? Or is that just a different way to say Honkai Star Rail?
Why do you look so nervous?
I've spent so much time by your side
Typo.
already.
Okay.
I need to get away from Lord Phaethon for a little bit, or I might die from this overwhelming happiness.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I should have expected that, but I wouldn't think autocorrect would change it to Honshu. I don't know what that is either.
If that's the case, Miss Vivian, feel free to come along with me.
Okay. Alright.
Vivian stumbles off with Lycon as if in a daze.
So, how does it feel to be worshipped, Lord Phaethon?
There we go. It's always interesting to see what terms the auto mod what doesn't like. Vivian's gonna wet herself if she stays near Phaethon any longer. Listen, she already might be, you know, fairly wet to be honest, the way she's talking.
You had that figured out a while ago, didn't you?
Sharp as always. But of course, I couldn't spoil it for her.
He's like, how could you have known? It's like, everybody knows. You are so bad at keeping this secret.
She has to figure it out on her own. That's what makes it
Honshu
special.
is actually the name of the main Japanese island. Oh, okay. It sounded familiar, but I was like, I don't think I know anything about that.
Not only
That makes sense.
you asked Lycon and Vivian to leave for some reason. Is there something you'd like to say to me?
I can't keep anything from you, can I? I've always treated Vivian like my own little sister.
There you go, guys.
Maybe it's just a coincidence, but she looks a lot like Serena.
There's your big gay vampire boy art. No text to ruin it.
I think I mentioned it before. Serena was my half-sister. She passed away a long time ago. Vivian really likes you, whether you're faith-in or just wise. Of course, I also have a lot of respect for someone like you. Strong, fair, and genuinely kind.
Hugo and the Proxy are horrible at keeping their identities a secret. I mean, it's hard to keep your identity a secret when you go around revealing it to literally everybody.
So I hope...
Not a half-naked man.
Please keep her safe.
Hang on. What's that supposed to mean?
Think of it as the last bit of conscience I have left. A kid as pure as her. She should stay alongside someone who walks in the light. Like you. Not even Vivian can agree with all my beliefs. One day we'll go our separate ways.
Such as my belief that murder is totally cool.
Your beliefs? What do you mean exactly?
I don't want to get into that really, Wise, but Google KKK when you get home. Read up. It's not what it seems like at first.
You probably heard from Lycon. We swore an oath when we started Mockingbird. We swore to use our own hands to right the wrongs in this world. But never, under any circumstances, would we take another human life. I stayed true to my words. Until...
That'd be such a funny way to take this character. Just make him like a weird, crazy right-wing dude. He's like,
Wise, have you ever heard of flat Earth theory?
My father, man, I hate it, stood right before me. I could have ended his life easily, but I hesitated. I remembered that damned oath and their repeated attempts to convince me. I didn't do it. Because of that, innocent people died. All because of him. If I'd killed him first, then none of those tragedies would have happened. People like him don't deserve to live. After that, I realized sometimes taking one life really can save countless others.
Yeah, but how are you going to know that beforehand? Never mind, I can't fix him. Hey, you made your bed. Now you gotta lay in it.
I understand where you're coming from.
I knew you'd understand. Vivian has a good heart. I don't want her to get her hands dirty, but you know how it is. In this world, someone has to be the bad guy. So, I want to apologize to you.
Why apologize all of a sudden?
You're incredibly strong, kind, capable, and really, really lucky. The world needs
How's
more
that?
people like you. Remember that revenge movie I told you about, Children of Devils? I still haven't found it, but I came across another videotape with the same name.
It's so weird that he never, like, flips the coin or, like, spins it on his fingers or anything. He just holds it up like this. He's like, ah, yes, my grand plan. Also, look at this coin that I'm holding.
Turns out, in that story, the children of devils are actually the children of gods.
What a menace.
Sorry for rambling. Hope you don't mind.
I mean, the children of devils are the children of gods anyway. Like, what a dumb thing to say. If we're talking about angelic deities, the devils were just angels who were cast out of heaven. So, like, it's just semantics at that point.
They should be back soon. Please, look after Vivian for me.
Yeah, whatever. Oh. Boss fight?
What is this? It looks like a cocoon.
Careful, everyone. If I'm not mistaken, that's a sacrifice in there.
I think Vivian will be the one doing the watching. Yeah, probably.
It appears to be in hibernation. We don't know when it'll wake up.
If it does wake up, we'll be in serious trouble.
Wait, those spots Bringer marked in his notebook. Are you saying each one might have a sacrifice like this?
I need to take care of 1.6 later. Right now I need to finish Xenosaga Episode 2. Yeah, it's tough. You know, there's so many good games out pretty much all the time now. I feel like it's really hard to find the time to play something that you really want to play, you know?
That means there must be at least a dozen of them. And that's only counting the ones we know so far. These sacrifices may still be hibernating, but the fact that there are so many of them out there is terrifying. The Exaltists must have a way to revive them. And that's not all. These sacrifices can exist outside the Hollows. If they make their way into populated areas.
Xeno series I've beaten, including Xenogears and Xenosaga Episode 1, almost finished Episode 2. Nice. Well, hopefully you'll wrap that up quick. You'll be able to get to 1.6 and onward.
I'm afraid it will lead to a catastrophic disaster likened to the fall of the old capital. That's almost
He said
certainly what they
likened.
meant by vengeance against all New Eridu.
Let's find a way to get rid of these sacrifices. We can't let the Exaltists have them.
Thank you for helping me find this sacrifice.
Who the fuck?
But sorry, kids. You won't be the ones to keep it.
How'd you get here?
It's that annoying old man. Why is he here?
I'd advise you to choose your words wisely, young lady.
You were from the Ravenlock family. So it was you.
That face. Oh, I know you. I heard about what happened to your friend. Truly unfortunate. If only she'd been smarter.
It seems your goal was this sacrifice all along. You've been tailing us, haven't you? Keeping your distance so that I wouldn't notice.
I mean, how could this guy possibly be keeping his distance well enough to not have someone who has wolf smell senses? Because this guy looks like he would be wearing so much cologne. Did you do the Ambi special episode? I did. That's actually what we started this new patch with, because I heard a bunch of people online being like, yeah, if you don't play the Ambi episode first, the main story makes not a whole lot of sense.
As expected of a wolf Thyran, you are very perceptive. That's right. All thanks to your ex-partner, we were able to carry out our plan smoothly.
This is such a weird, like, this is that thing where it's like the Thyrans being like a race makes things weird. Like being like, as expected of a wolf Thyran. That'd be like walking up to an Asian person and being like, yes, as expected of an Asian, you're very perceptive. Be like, what? Maybe I'm just like smart, you know?
My ex-partner?
I'm not exactly happy being
A
called
similar
that,
thought, yeah.
but what he said is true.
It is weird, man. Hugo takes one step forward, then walks over to Hartman's side.
Wait, Hugo, what do you mean?
Why did anybody not see this coming? This is like putting your trust in the most obviously evil person.
I made a deal with Mr. Hartman in advance. So, would you kindly step aside and let us have this sacrifice? Of course, you can choose to refuse, but if you do, then I'll have to take coercive measures.
So many good games released for March, including Assassin's Creed Shadows, Bleach, Rebirth of Souls, and Atelier Yumiya. I'm definitely excited for the Bleach one. Been wanting a good Bleach game for a long time. Almost forgot Xenoblade Chronicles. Yeah, I've been seeing that too. I saw it coming but took the bait. Well, we knew you would, Pugs. Lighter could have killed a man with his bare hands in his first appearance, but we know you'd excuse it for the hot boys. Right, I'm back. Welcome back.
What did you offer him?
Everything we know about the sacrifices plus the core itself.
Lighter's just a silly little guy.
But why?
It's simple. I want to climb higher. Mr. Hartman offered me a chance to join Tops. Who could say no to that?
No. Impossible.
Impossible. How could it be that this evil man betrayed us?
You promised to help me investigate the Exaltists. You told me the whole point of Mockingbird was to do anything it takes to bring a little
Guess it's
justice
grinding
to this
night.
world.
Yeah, pretty much. You should make ZZZ characters in Xenoblade Chronicles X. I mean, if it were up to me, I would.
Was all of that just a lie?
You're just too gullible, Vivian.
I thought you were gonna do some good. Was that all just a lie? And he's like, I'm afraid you're just an idiot.
I also told you, everybody lies.
I can't really blame him, though. It's so stupid that they didn't see this coming.
To hide their true intentions, people lie so smoothly, they don't even bat an eye.
Granted, I do feel like... especially with the way this is highlighted, he's saying this to be like, I actually lied to the old man, and this is part of my secret plan, you know.
You...
Perfect double cross.
What a wonderful show of betrayal and backstabbing! Bravo! I've got no interest in your little feud. But would you all be so kind as to step aside? My men still have some delicate handiwork to do. To extract that sacrifice behind you.
Look at Wise's tiny little face in there. That seems like that would be a good meme face. Just like this really zoomed in, low-res picture.
Over my dead body. Hugo.
Well.
Why in the world would you do that?
Instead of wasting your time on idle chatter, why not focus your energy on the battle ahead?
Stay calm now.
Bog in the background like this all started with us. Where we at?
Now.
It's useless. Don't you get it? You're not just going against the people in front of you. You're not going against me. Rather, the entire Ravenlock family, even the whole of Tops. You're up.
A perfect conduit.
There's no chance of victory for you.
It's time.
Lycon stealing Kaleda's show. I feel like there's always gonna be the subset of people for Lycon and the subset of people for Kaleda. They've already escaped through the fissure with the sacrifice. We have to catch up. We can't let them have it. How did they move it that quick? That thing was fucking massive. Yo, helipad fight? That's cool. It's like the ending of a Yakuza game. Hartman's mercenaries are quickly dealt with.
Oh, you guys are such a pain.
Just like Sundowner. Yeah, that too. God, he was such a weird fight. He's the first person I've ever seen using giant scissors as a weapon. And weirdly, since then, I've seen like 3 or 4 other examples.
Hugo, stop standing around. Time for you to act. We had a deal. Give me the sacrifice core now.
Did we? I don't remember. I imagine this is your favorite kind of entertainment.
I knew it.
Watching allies betray each other, suspicion festering until it all turns to bitter hatred. Seeing people tear each other apart like wild beasts, just like your decaying family. Does it comfort that dead conscience of yours?
You. What's that supposed to mean?
The old triple cross.
I am loving the look on your face right now.
Alright, easy there, Hugo. Don't bust out of those pants.
Right when you think you've succeeded, I'm here to tell you it was all fake. None of it was real. Let this pain sink in. It's karma for what you did to me back then.
You're insane. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You still don't recognize me, do you?
How could you
Let me give you a little
not
hint.
recognize this guy? He's got heterochromia, a very distinctive double birthmark thing under his eye. He wears the craziest outfit I've ever seen.
My full name is Hugo Vlad Ravenlock.
Took a while on my stream to beat Sundowner, but unlike Monsoon, which took 3 streams to beat, Sundowner, I believe, took 1. Yeah, some of those fights are pretty tough.
That's impossible. You're part of our family?
I may be an illegitimate child,
And that
but I
goofy
have
ass
the
rat
same
tail.
blood flowing in my veins
It's true.
as
I know you.
Oops.
You're that bastard of his. Damn it.
The rat tail
I
mixed
could've
with the,
sworn
like,
you were already.
anime point thing on top.
my dear uncle. You were never worthy of your position. You have no claim to the Ravenlock lineage. You may have killed all of my father's other children, but sorry to
The
disappoint.
French woman's the easiest fight, and there's no
I'm
contest.
Still alive.
Mistral, I believe.
I am the true heir to the Ravenlock family.
You're a bastard. You have no right to inherit the family.
That's not for you to decide. Master Edmund is very supportive of my claim.
Edmund? That's impossible. You weaseled your way into Top's inner circle?
Master Edmund doesn't care who achieves his goal. In other words, he'd happily let me take over the Ravenlock family, as long as I'm more competent than you.
This can't be! You don't know the family's real secret!
I know a lot more than you think, including everything that you've done. Just give up. You never even stood a chance.
Damn it.
This was all fake, right? You were just putting on an act to fool this old man, right? I actually fell for it. Don't do that again.
Hartman sounds
At
coked
least
up.
give us a heads up next time.
I mean, look at what he's wearing. He probably is.
Vivian, everything I did was to rightfully inherit the Ravenlock family. That part is true. Now, I'm going to kill this man who stole what was never his. I'll make sure he can never be a threat again.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie though, I would like that vest. It's a pretty sick color.
You can't kill him. We still need information from him on the sacrifices and the Exaltists.
You must be misunderstanding something, Lycon. Just like you chose the mayor, I chose Tops. At least for now, Tops has the same interests as me. I'm not going to harm my own self-interests. Be it intel on the sacrifices or the core itself. I'm handing everything over to Master Edmund.
Why?
I just want to take back what's mine. If fate is not willing to give me justice, then I'll just have to seize it with my own hands.
If there's tops, where's bottoms? That would be a very long, acronym. But it's probably out there somewhere.
Stealing, robbing, lying, or betraying. I'll do whatever it takes.
Ironically, if tops is like the seedy underbelly of it, bottoms would be like the noble justice-seeking group.
Even if it means selling your soul to the devil?
Naruto versus Sasuke. I think it makes more sense than Dante and Virgil. I agree, this is very, very Naruto-coded.
You know about the power struggle between Tops and City Hall.
It'd just be S.H.I.E.L.D.
Those elites at Tops would be only too happy to see the Exaltists plotting a grand attack on New Eridu using sacrifices.
That would severely harm the Mayflower's reputation and approval rating in New Eridu. And that's exactly what Tops wants to see.
If that happens, countless people will die.
I'm sorry it has to be this way, but I have to do this. I'm going to get everything Master Edmund wants. Inherit the Ravenlock name, climb to the top. And then I'll be able to change everything for good. For a permanent and absolute victory. We must endure the pain of cutting away rotten flesh. and persevere through the darkest hour before dawn. Someone has to do it.
This is how these people always talk, man.
Hugo, it's not too late for you to stop. You can still walk away from this.
Like, everybody always agrees with them until this point. It's always like, yes, I truly am willing to change the world for the better. And everyone's like, yeah, that sounds good. And he's like, sometimes you have to do unfortunate things to make for a fortunate future. It's like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. And then he's like, and that's why we have to kill all the homeless. And you're like, hold on there. What? No, I don't know about that.
This is the path I've chosen. Without power, resources, or strength, we can't do anything. Mockingbird is the perfect example. All the talk about using our power to tip the scales of justice and hover over them like the sword of Damocles. It's just a delusion. In their
Hugo wants to
eyes, we're
join the
nothing
Frieza
but
Force.
annoying gnats.
I think Hugo would be a lot less well received if he sounded like Frieza. Like if he had the kind of annoying screechy voice.
Mockingbird has never really changed anything or saved anyone.
He'd be so much more...
Never in the past, not now, and never will
so
in
much
the
more
future.
charismatic.
None of it matters.
But even so, you shouldn't become the kind of person you hate.
Sorry, Proxy. I know what you're trying to say. But this isn't some children's story of a dragon slayer becoming an evil dragon.
It's like Sephiroth trying to save the planet by blowing it up with an asteroid. Yeah, pretty much. There's never like a small, difficult solution that's what it would be in real life, you know? It's never like, I'm going to establish a committee that's designed to improve the streets of New Eridu very slowly over the course of 50 years. It's always like, I'm going to kill the president and then become the president. It's like, yeah, that's not gonna work, though.
Sometimes, to slay the dragon, you must first become one. With sharp claws, rending fangs, and strength enough to destroy anything.
My guy, you just said you didn't want to become the dragon, and that's not what this is. And now you're like, but I have to become the dragon.
So I will bloody my hands. I will carry the weight of my sins. I will become the abyss.
He sounds so well written. I mean, he is well written. It's the same thing as, like, Thanos, you know? There were a lot of people who couldn't read between the lines. And they were like, no, Thanos is totally right. And it's like, no, Thanos has a point. But he's definitely not going about it in the right way. You know? Like, it's the same reason the Punisher is, like, really entertaining in theory. But in reality, he would be a fucking nightmare. Like, it sounds like a good idea. Go out, get rid of all the criminals. Sure. But, like, you don't want one guy deciding who's a criminal and who's not, you know? It's the same stuff with all the, like, LGBT stuff. Like, you can't say one way or the other that, like, one person should be able to decide these things, because they could decide that being LGBTQ is, like, evil and wrong. And then anybody who's just trying to live their life is now under threat, you know? Like, it's that sort of slippery slope. But, you know, if you're charismatic, you can get away with it. You can get away with a lot. Makes a good point regarding corrupted rich folks, but he's no different than them if he endangers the very same people who... Yeah, exactly. Is the Punisher a hero? well, technically he's defined as an anti-hero, but, you know, he is a heroic figure in that he is going after the bad guys. But that's where the anti-hero thing comes in, because usually heroes want to do things by the book. Like, that's why Batman beats the fuck out of Joker and then turns him over to the police. Because even though, like, you know, even though the Joker always escapes, even though he never gets proper judgment or whatever, Batman has to believe that the system will work, and he has to believe that doing it the right way is the important thing, because otherwise, yeah, he's just like the people he's trying to stop. He's deciding what other people deserve and where their lives fall into his plans, you know? Hitler was charismatic. Yeah, I mean, all the dictators of the world had some level of charisma to be able to get themselves into a position of power like that. It's the judicial system's responsibility to deal with Joker. Exactly. Joker should get every death penalty, but Batman will never stop believing he can change, so he gets put in Arkham every time. Well, to be fair, part of that is just comic book stuff. Like, Joker absolutely would have gotten the death penalty a million times. Because, you know, he's not insane. He's just a dick. But they can't literally kill off the Joker, because then they lose the Joker as a character, and DC doesn't want to risk that, you know? Comic books. Things never change. I'm gonna kick your ass, pretty boy. Whoa! What the fuck was that? Did he do, like, the special dodge that I have? That was rad. I'm gonna do this just as Lycon. This is my fight, Andy. You stay back.
Flip the switch.
Alright, well, I suppose I have to do that part as Andy. Got the bayonet at stop. So it would seem. Oh! Radical. Honestly, if I get access to the Bayonetta time stop, that might be enough for me to want to pull for him.
Satisfactory.
Because that's pretty crazy. Alright, this is taking forever as just Lycon, so I'm gonna use Andy.
Everything you just said. Is that what you truly believe? My way.
A perfect conduit.
Of course. Are you surprised?
I have never once thought that Mockingbird was a failure. Our actions, no matter how childish or flawed,
The theme does slap. You are correct.
I'll eliminate any obstacle.
Again.
The Dante and Virgil fight. I would, but fucking
Don't want it to end like this.
Lycon's slow as shit to deal damage.
There isn't, Vivian. This is the final lesson I'll impart to you.
Oh,
Those who cannot give up anything are destined to... Truth be told, Proxy, I envy you. The world needs people like you.
It's time. Up down. Flip a switch.
Got him. Hugo's boss theme is catchy. Yeah, it does slap. For sure. Actually, speaking of, if you guys are fans of Batman or the Joker or, you know, comics in general, there is one that's just called, like, Arkham Asylum, like the game, and it is pretty sick. It's got all these, like, it's like hand-painted covers, but the entire book is like that, and it's, I think it's set in the 50s, but it's, like, genuinely what, like, Arkham is like, you know, like, it's a horrible place and everyone's running amok. It's really cool, really atmospheric.
All right, you got me. But too bad. I have my own methods.
What are you doing?
Well then, make your choice. The sacrifice core, or your precious Phaethon?
Lycon's like, I mean, I gotta keep the core, so sorry, buddy.
I know you took it. Don't forget, I'm the one who taught you that.
Okay.
To steal?
The core is yours. Just leave Lord Phaethon alone.
What a shame. Did you really think I'd keep my promise? That's right. This is the real me. What's the matter? Thinking of killing me? Didn't you say all life is precious? Drop your foolish facade.
I knew it. You...
He has inherited the seed of evil. Do not let it take root. When the time comes, you must be the one.
When the time comes, kill his ass. It'd be so funny. This is the start of the playable Phaethon. He's got one of those Assassin's Creed like stabbing things, you know, the hidden blade. He just like, while he's got the blade at his neck, he's like, just gets him. Did you voice Jack? No, I did not. I don't know who it is, but I just happen to have a similar tone, so I can do it relatively close.
Go on, kill me. If you've got the guts, do it, traitor.
Oh shit. Fucking got him, dude. Oh my god. Hugon, no.
Master Proxy, are you okay? Are you hurt?
Don't worry. I'm fine.
You got Omni-Man.
I just didn't expect things to turn out like this.
I mean, I could be wrong, but I really get the feeling that this is gonna be a trick. Like I feel like this will all be part of the plan and something or other, and it'll be like, you know, Lycon stabbed him through, but like he just hit like a bunch of ketchup packets in his chest, you know? I don't know about this.
Lord Phaethon, I'm sorry. I had no idea Hugo would do that to you.
Something isn't right.
Judging
This
from
feels
how
like
we've
bullshit.
interacted before, Hugo didn't seem like the reckless type. I feel like there's more to this than meets the eye.
He just turned into a bat on the way down, you know? He's like, poof, wee, 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 flies away. Vivian quietly walks to the edge of the rooftop. She hesitates for a long time and finally looks down. Naturally, nothing's there.
Hugo, he...
He's looking for Caesar King art and forgot King Caesar's a monster from Godzilla. I didn't know King Caesar was one. I knew about King Ghidorah, but...
That's a hollow down there. If you need, I can arrange for someone to go in and search for his body.
That isn't necessary.
Pugs is going after him just like, whoopee.
To be frank, I thought you'd hate him for his betrayal, Miss Vivian.
I do hate that he's keeping things from me, but all these years, Hugo's been like family to me.
Probably used some weird Baki technique to live without a heart. Well, he's a vampire, so he doesn't technically need to be alive, you know? Yeah, he used a Baki technique to use his piss-filled bladder to, like, shift his heart into a different direction or something. Baki's so fucking weird, man.
I believe he's still with us.
This is such a crazy thing. Like,
his injuries were so severe. Even before he fell into that hollow.
Could be like that ninja assassin movie from 2009, where all their hearts are on the other side. Yeah, it would be very convenient. What up, Max? Welcome in. I watched that movie like once. It was alright.
I'm terribly sorry, but I must tell you.
I'm terribly sorry, but I must tell you, I did rip his heart out. It's right here in my hand.
It is impossible for Hugo to be alive. My hand went through his heart.
Sorry to interrupt, everyone, but just so you know, Hartman's gone. Probably slipped away during all the chaos.
Did anybody think to pick up that stone before Hartman got away? Just wondering. I mean, it's probably he probably didn't steal it or anything, but
I'm sorry. I was so focused on Master Proxy's safety, I wasn't paying attention to him.
Same, but it doesn't matter. We all know what he did.
Playable next patch feels pretty obvious he's not dead. Unless he's only playable because it's a flashback patch.
And he will pay for what he did today.
Nobody thinks to handcuff people in this universe. Noticed a common theme. Yeah. Even the cops. The cops just don't seem to carry handcuffs.
Yes. I'll be reporting all of this to the mayor. He's not getting away with this.
Except for when they handcuffed Seth, who himself is a cop.
Well then, now that it's all over, let's head back.
Meanwhile, not far away stands a mysterious figure.
Another obstacle out of the way.
Another secret Anby clone.
She's going to be pleased about this. May the Creator guide us.
What the fuck? Is that Wise with angel wings?
Fear. Suffering. Despair. And destruction.
Jun has a handcuff to hold her hair. Yeah, hold her hair, just not any of the criminals. And character with wings.
That's...
very weird.
That's the future I see. Lord Phaethon.
Lord Phaethon, you're gonna turn into a bird.
After exiting the hollow, Lycon takes his leave while Vivian returns to the video store, but for some reason she remains silent the entire way.
Lord Phaethon, I'm fine. Just a little distracted. After what happened, you should get some good rest for a few days. Yeah, I need more time to think about Hugo and the Exaltists. From what I know about Hugo, he could have easily taken down someone like Hartman. There was no need for him to put on such a show, and to deliberately use you as a hostage, but I don't think he ever intended to harm you. What Hugo said in the end, I don't know. Something feels off, and that business with the Sacrifice Corps. Maybe there's some deeper, more terrible secret behind all this. I have a small request. It might sound a bit strange, but can I sleep with you tonight?
Oh, literally. Genuinely.
Lord Phaethon, can I stay at the video store for a few days? I just don't want to be alone right now.
Now, the question is... Vivian loves Lord Phaethon. But that's the two of them. So is she, like, down to clown for both, or is it just Wise? Interesting. It would be the most uncomfortable threesome in the world. To be like, okay, so we're just not gonna look at or touch each other because we're siblings, but you go ahead. Also notice the game's like 50% characters telling other characters to go to bed. Brother, let me tell you, playing Persona felt like 90% of the game was Morgana telling me to go to fucking sleep, and I hated it. Oh my god, man.
Yeah, we're not comfortable with leaving you alone like this anyway. Thank you. I'll sleep on the couch. I won't disturb Lord Phaethon at all. If I wake up and find that everything was just a dream, how wonderful would that be?
No. Sleep on the couch? Nah. You gotta sleep in the bed. I mean, you don't want to get bad sleep. That could make you sick. Come on, my bed's big enough for the two of us. Oh. Alright. That was a long chapter, man. It was good, though. Where does Belle sleep anyway, or the other sibling? Yeah, this is Belle's room. You can tell because her bed's all fucked up. Alright, well, there we go. We are finito. Never got to see the cleanliness difference between Wise and Belle's rooms before. Oh, I'll go back up in a second to show you, because it's pretty crazy. It's good environmental storytelling. Yeah, you can go up here, and then Belle's room has all this shit everywhere, and all these different things. And then, by contrast, you go to Wise's room. Everything's neat and tidy. Also, can you imagine watching a TV of this size from all the way back here? Be like, come on, man. Just... Also, like, he's got, like, a Super Nintendo there. Those controllers are not long enough to be able to, like, reach all the way over there, man. Is that the TV in the menu? I think it is, yeah. It's a Famicom. Well, yeah, but wasn't the Famicom just the name for the Super Nintendo in Japan? Alright. So what'd you think of 1.6? I thought it was really good. It was, you know, well written. It was interesting. Yeah. I enjoyed it. I mean, I do still think that motherfucker's absolutely going to be alive, but at the very least for now, it looks like there's been some development. Now waiting for part B. Indeed. It's only part 1 of the chapter. For some reason decided to split it. Probably because it was already long as fuck. Then I write that it would answer plenty of your complaints. Yeah, it definitely did not fall into the same traps as some of the other stuff. Didn't think Hoya would show blood and murder. Yeah, it's certainly interesting. Yeah, I mean now we're just gonna be doing grinding stuff, catching up on the various things I need to do. I've got like 980 batteries, so I should probably use some of that. Waiting now to get more info on what the cult's whole angle is. It seems to be like the birth of a new god sort of thing, you know? Like that kind of cult, where they're like, we have to bring the entire world into the new century. God, get out of the way, dude.
All exits are now sealed. Final warning. Your journey ends with me.
You do the Tully event. Done one of the events that happened recently. I don't know if that was the one, but did you raise the amount for push-ups? Yeah, I did raise some of the amounts of things and all that, just because I feel like people have so many points saved up at this point that, like, I don't know. Also, since I'm now climbing V3s a lot, I feel like the push-ups are brutal now. Alright. 5 minutes, no glasses. That's fine.
Asset confirmed. It's my duty to protect
Who needs glasses for this? This'll be easy. Inflation goes crazy. Hey, I'm not immune to it, you know. Moon rocks are tough to come by. Ow. What am I supposed to be doing? Activate a chain attack 3 times. Okay, whatever. That shouldn't be that hard.
All exits are now sealed. Securing the perimeter.
I will say, it's harder to see what level the bar is at now.
The best defense is a strong offense.
The best defense is the 1997 Chicago Bulls. I don't really know anything about basketball, so that's probably not true. I just know that the Bulls at that time were the best team that's ever existed. So theoretically, they'd have a good
Your turn ends with me.
good defense.
Neutralizing. Securing the perimeter.
And done. I like the way that she ends her attacks with that snap. It's very Roy Mustang. Enjoying grinding in ZZZ more, I think, because of liking the characters. Twitch recap was brutal with how many points I accumulated but didn't actually have. Switching out Ben with Pulcher every now and then. I'm skipping Hugo when he comes out. I already have Ellen fully upgraded. Yeah, I probably won't go for Hugo either, just because I don't particularly enjoy Scythe users as characters, but I will say that's it for now. I will say that him having that slow motion does appeal to me. We at 147? Okay. Oh, God. I really need to get my glasses fixed. Or not fixed, I mean, my glasses work. But I need a new eye exam, because I can tell it's starting to get tougher to read with them. And, granted, I know I don't have them on right now.
Eradicate all
But,
let's start. Touch me. Hey, don't. This is the.
you know, I think it does. I think it does affect your vision when you do take them off. It gets worse, you know. Breakfast time for Vulcan. Gonna take a quick shower and be right back. All right. See you both shortly. Well, you know, see is a strong word to use, but oh God. Fire. That's a fire one, I think. Whoa. My health went down like crazy.
Watch it. Oh.
Buzz Aldrin.
Roadkill. Better buckle up.
Okay. Ugh, finally. Let's see. I'll go for that one.
Take care of Steel Tusk for me.
Shielded agents deal more damage. Hell yeah, that's the good one for a team with Ben on it.
It's your shift, Lighter. Hero sense is fired up. Yeah.
Gotcha now. Gotcha.
I'm in.
Get back here.
Let me show you how it's done.
3,300. Time to go to the store. We can do that. Alright, so, anybody out there got any fun plans for the weekend? I'm gonna go climbing and have a game night with some friends, which would be fun. Back home with my parents. Yeah, you mentioned. That's fun, getting to see some family and
The work site is just
all
like
that.
a battlefield. I'll take it. Hey, hey, hey!
Oh, look who it is.
This gotta do it.
Whoa. God damn.
Just try me.
Brother, can we get out of this corner, please?
Stand behind the yellow line.
Flames fade, ashes remain.
Damn, he went down like a bitch. Playing Monster Hunter Wild since I need to catch up to get ready for the new update coming up. Nice. I need to get into that. Been so many good games though. I feel like I shouldn't spend the money on them because I'm like, I haven't even finished the last good games, you know? Did Piper just said heteros in the metal? Yeah, I think that's probably it. Heteros are metal. Whee. Oh shit, they're putting Mizutsune in Wilds. That's interesting. I didn't think they'd be back that soon. Because Mizutsune was introduced in the last one. Oh.
Step back for now, Piper.
Oh.
Dodge.
Woo. Nice try.
Don't work too hard, young man.
There it is.
Coming through.
No trespassing on the job site. End of the line. It's authorized personnel only. I'll take it.
Nice. I'm in the process of getting that new print that I had people vote on Twitter set up for a very special kind of print. I'm very excited about it. I think it'll be really cool. But it is a pain in the ass, let me tell you. The type of print I want to do for it, very finicky.
The work site is just like a
You know, I've had to send the files in like 3 or 4 times now, trying to get them to be like correct. Ow, ow, what? What's that golden bang boot doing? Okay, asshole. go. Alright, I guess it's gone.
Stand behind the yellow line.
Alright. We're gonna do that one, because
Who's next?
the way that this shit's set up, I'm losing health like a motherfucker. This is vital info, don't forget. Well, that's unfortunate that I skipped that. Alright. Hopefully that doesn't matter.
Just try me.
This is the one thing about Piper, is that her regular attacks are a little bit slow sometimes. But that's alright. Yo, what up, Durfaxorus? Welcome in.
Things are about to get violent.
Base Brawler Ben combo. Hell yeah. Bears, Brawlers, Battlestar Galactica. Let's keep focusing me on that weird copy.
I pledge my honor! The killer is unstoppable! Try this!
Hell yeah. I like that when you get through a section of this, it gives you like a sick gangster shot of them staring up into the next part. It's pretty cool. It's funny, Shantae, every time you come into any chat, somebody always thinks your name is just Sean.
Well, we're resting. Let me show you something. This is a number I carefully picked out and calculating the probability. It should be my turn to win, right? If I win, I'll buy Steel Tusk a buddy. Hehe. Proxy, your luck has always been pretty good, so share some with me. If I win the grand prize, I'll make sure you get a seat on its maiden voyage.
Okay. What are you talking about? Like a lottery or something? Love that little gambling addict. She's pretty good.
Gotcha now. Stand behind the yellow line.
Go the extra mile.
Shantae's my name, but Jade is fine. What about Sean, though? Probably should have remembered that, but I'm not here often. It's alright. You can pretty much call anyone whatever you want, you know. How are they gonna stop you? Alright.
Focus.
Let's just do this to start with.
The work site is just like a battlefield. Yeah.
Oh my god, this guy's annoying.
I'm unstoppable!
Stand behind the yellow line.
Roadkill!
Watch and learn!
You should have worn a hard hat!
I'm cruising now.
Piper must have been a wild child when she was younger, gambling and reckless driving.
Good thing I haven't done
Those are typical childhood activities, I think.
Step back for now, Piper.
That's what happens when you grow up out in the Mad Max desert. Hack into Henry's channel and renaming it to Woo Gaming Crater. You can't even hack into your own email, so maybe start with that. Welcome back, Vulcan. Toasted bread, classic. Ooh, I get a free one? Nice. Oh, oh, they're all free. Hell yeah. Buy a chance to escape from me? Okay, so I guess that's all this is. Dare you air me out like this? I mean, look, don't be talking shit if you can't back it up. It's like rule number 1. Chump. Let's refresh. Alright. Oh, I see. Ben's hard hat line goes hard. Well, that's probably my favorite ult line for sure. I had to scream so hard for those lines, man. It was crazy. Alright. That's how I know I'm not built for VA work as badly as I want to be. I mean, I had to learn it. That was absolutely the hardest thing for me to learn. I think I'm pretty good now about screaming. I think that's one of the things I do really well. But, back when I was starting, I actually lost a role in a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fan dub that I applied for, that I got the role and then lost it because I couldn't scream well, you know? Like, I would just do that thing people do when they can't scream but want to scream, where you get loud but you don't really scream, you know? Like, where you're just like, ah, you know? So I worked at it. I practiced for weeks, just really letting go and screaming, you know? And there's not really like a secret to it. Like, there's ways to make it less damaging to your voice, but the thing I always told my students when I was a teacher was the best way to protect yourself to do a scream is to make sure you only have to do it once. So it's yeah, it's just you gotta absolutely let go and you know, give it everything you got, really, you know. It is tough though. I mean, even now there'll be times where like I'll go for a scream for an audition or something and I'm like, that's not as good as it could be, and then I have to redo it, you know. Yes, I was. I taught at Voices Carry. They're where I learned to do voice acting better. Uh, they're operated out of Dallas, but they do online classes and stuff that you can take. Um they have what I think is the best curriculum for learning voice acting, bar none. Because a lot of voice acting classes are very specific about, like, you know, they're going to try to teach you, like, one thing, and a lot of them aren't very... there's not really a good way to say it without saying it. So I'll just say, a lot of the classes that you see online are not great classes. For beginners especially, like, when you're learning as a basic student of something, you need the constant feedback of like a weekly teacher, you know? And those classes are all typically very expensive, and you know, like a lot of the ones you'll see where it's like how I got in at Crunchyroll or whatever, the answer is always like, I got in 30 years ago when they needed anybody off the street, so here I am. Which doesn't apply anymore. Now it's one of the most competitive places to try and get into. But Voices Carry, they very specifically teach you every part of voiceover. You know, promos, medical stuff, audiobooks, anime, video games, the whole thing. And they do it for cheaper than a lot of those classes, which is why I always tell people, if you want to learn to do it, Voices Carry is the number one choice. I liked it enough that I went in to be a teacher for like 7 or 8 months. And that's how I learned I'm not cut out for teaching. I don't think. I don't have the patience for it. It takes a very special person to be like a really good teacher, I think. And I felt like it was not ethical of me to continue teaching once I found out that I was like not as good as I would want to be at it, you know? So, but yeah, all that is to say that at one point I was exactly where you were, or where you are. Couldn't scream, couldn't make myself do it, but at a certain point I just recognized I have to learn to do it, and just studied the stuff that I liked. Like when Ichigo goes hollow for the first time in Bleach, fantastic example of a scream. And you know, Dragon Ball Z is full of good ones, you know? So yeah, just takes time and practice and thought. But anyone can learn it. Certain weebs still believe the new VAs are picked off randomly. Yeah, I mean, the amount of people on Twitter who think they know how the industry works and know absolutely jack shit is astronomical. How do we start this conversation? Because Derfaxorus was talking about one of the Ben Ult lines. I have opinions about VA hiring, but I at least have the understanding that my opinions aren't reasonable. It's, you know, with anything that's a big passion thing for people, there's always going to be friction and clashing opinions, but it is what it is. Sean Schemmel has his secret technique. Asura's Wrath might be an example of both what to do and what not to do. Yeah, Asura's Wrath is full of a lot of really good screams. Also probably absolutely killed those people's voices. Argued with them a lot. There are a lot of them. They hate on English dubs, even the good ones. Yeah, the fact that there's still people who are like, all English dubs are terrible, and it's like, nah, it's a whole industry now. Most English dubs are, at the very least, pretty good. Some of them are amazing. Some of them are sometimes better than the original, you know? It's kind of just what you depend. Or, what? What happened? I think I had a stroke. What I meant was, it all just depends on what you prefer. Genuinely don't know what that really fucked with me. Just the totally wrong word just came out. Anyway, yeah, no, there's a lot of that, but it's crazy. Like, I saw somebody talking about on Twitter, being like, how do you feel, they like contacted a Japanese voice actor. They're like, how do you feel that like the English voice actors are obfuscating your work? And they were like, the fuck are you talking about? They're like, I don't care. I do dubbing into Japanese. It's part of the industry, and I like English voice actors. We get along. But ridiculous, you know. People haven't checked out English dubs since the old days of imported anime. It's not even that. Like, I would understand if you grew up watching the Japanese version and, like, you're like, oh, I hate English dubs because of that. But it's not even that. It's like 15-year-olds who just heard, you know, anime English dubs are ass, they're so bad, it's not worth it, whatever. But, like, they're just copying that opinion from older people with no context, you know? It's people who literally can't form their own opinion, so they just ape what they heard. Oh, I have a choice in my final battle? Sacrifice or Geppetto? Let's go Sacrifice. We get along, you should try it sometime. Yeah, exactly. Welcome in, Magic Moo. Someone shout on the death of Misty's original voice actress, attacking her because of English dub. Yeah, I mean, it's the double-edged sword of the internet, you know? Like, now you can get a following and use that to, like, sustain a living and be popular and whatever. But, the other side of that is if people don't like you, they can get to you real easy. And they will not hold back.
Flames fade, ashes remain.
Bringer Sacrifice. Yeah, I did not know that it was gonna be this one, because I've fought this motherfucker like 900 times. But alright, it's fine. Honey, it's time for your refinement. Yes, dear.
It's authorized personnel only! Just try me!
I think I'm gonna be able to stop his thing here.
Creator! Your blessing!
Come on. That's not gonna do it. Oh well. My phone can't handle Geppetto, can barely handle Bringer. Yeah, well, that's part of why I don't play on my phone. Also, just because phone controls are... I hate phone controls. for pretty much any game that's not just a tactical thing. What up, Kiyoshi? Welcome in.
I'm unstoppable!
This game right here. Oh, this egg right here. What's up, egg? Been a minute. How you doing?
End of the line!
What's your honor really worth?
Rule violations won't be tolerated!
Pedal to the metal!
You should have worn a hard hat!
I'm cruising now.
Damn, Piper fucking missed. Pretty good. Hope everyone's been well. I've been doing pretty good. Was just saying earlier, I got my new print. Everybody voted, and it looks like the red one won overwhelmingly. So I'm going with the red one, and I'm working on getting the special edition of it going, but it's a little bit annoying. I have to keep sending the files back because they keep not being correct. They're not great, but I tend not to sit at my computer for gacha games. I still play Honkai Impact 3, and it doesn't feel right even if it looks way better. Yeah, fair enough. I do feel like with the older ones, it probably is harder to, like, get your head into the right space for it. You know? Where, like, because I never played a gacha game before this, so for me, I'm like, well, obviously I'll start with one on the PC with good controls. This is the one I did last time. 30% of all squad members' current HP.
Don't tell me I scared them off already.
This will recover the active agent's HP. Did I feel like I used that one last time, actually. I don't know, whatever. I don't have it on phone anymore, but I actually like Genshin on my phone because you can switch into another character's ult by touching it. Don't know how to do it on controls or keyboard. I see.
Move it! I'll take you.
Stand behind the yellow line!
Roadkill!
Watch and learn!
Imagine being in a fight with a bunch of people, one being a bear, one being like a boxer with a rocket fist, one being a tiny girl with a, you know, homemade, like, gasoline-powered axe. And then they bring out a tiny robot with a revolver for a head that just shoots you straight through. Wuthering Waves is occupying my phone space at the moment. Yeah, the only game I really have on my phone is Balatro. Motor Axe probably weighs more than she does. Oh, it definitely does. I mean, the way she spins around with it, like, she is, like, barely in control of this thing. That motherfucker. No, God. Let me focus on the... God damn it. I tried to focus on the Bang Boo, but it just wouldn't let me.
Gotcha. I'm in. What's your honor really worth?
Balatro stream win. I mean, I could do a Balatro stream. I don't know. I thought about it, but I was also like, I don't know how I would keep that interesting, you know? Because, like, I feel like the game doesn't lend itself very well to talking.
Step back for now, Piper.
I mean, we'd probably just listen to music mostly, but I could do that if it's something you guys would all want. Why can't I look at the map? What Crash Bandicoot does. I mean, at least with Crash Bandicoot, I've got stories to fall back on from when I was a kid and I was playing it. And I don't know, unexpected things can happen in a game like Crash. You know, like if I fuck up or the game glitches or whatever. I don't know. Also, Crash I feel like wouldn't take that long to get through because I'm pretty good at it. So I don't expect I would really run out of stuff to talk about, but let's do that one. But yeah, I don't know. I could do a Balatro stream, I suppose. It seems to be kind of the theme of my channel is I'll start playing the popular games months after everybody else is already done with them. This is like the one game I'm keeping up on as it's coming out.
End of the line! It's authorized personnel only! There it is. I pledge my honor!
That's what I do in real life. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much why it's going the way it is on this stream, because half of the games I've played so far are just games that I was like, I have been wanting to play this for a while and haven't found the time. In this way, it'll force me to play it.
Watch and learn! Again.
Good thing I haven't dozed off.
Use on just that guy. Woo. Ow.
Let's off!
I just downloaded Baldur's Gate 3. I have actually just recently been playing through that for the first time myself, because Shantae got it for me as a...
Stand behind the yellow line!
Wasn't a birthday
about to get violent.
I don't remember what it was for. I think it was one of those things where I was... Whoa... I got her a birthday present, and for some reason Shantae was like, that means I should get you something too. And I was like, that is not how presents work for these things, but okay. But it's been fun, we've been playing through it.
A work site is just like a battlefield.
Don't let
Flame
me fool you
spade,
guys.
ash
Been a
remaining.
Balatro player since January. Nell the Muse, thank you for following. Appreciate ya. Is that the person you guys were talking about who was streaming? There we go. Hey Henry, sorry I'm 2 hours late for Twitch class. LOL, JK. ZZZ streaming, doing Sonic character fan dub auditions with friends. Nice. Have fun with those auditions. Alright, I'm gonna call it a night. Had a really great time with y'all. Bye. Later, Lord Emp0. Have a good one. Have a good weekend. Take care of yourself. Oh, only an A. Damn. I'm slacking. Granted, I don't know what that actually does in this context. Like, I don't know what that changes. It's super annoying, I can't see the map. Whatever.
Stand behind the yellow line.
You know what I think would be really cool? If they made like a Punch-Out style game for Megalobox. If you guys haven't seen it, Megalobox is the absolute shit. It is awesome.
What's your honor really?
Yo, what up, Tiago?
Rule violations won't be tolerated.
Getting a 5-star Ben. I wish I want a 5-star Ben so bad.
I'm cruising now.
I kind of doubt it, but it would be really cool.
Next round. Just try me.
Let me show you how it's done.
That Sven would go crazy. Sven, they call him.
I told you, stay safe.
Yeah, I think about what he would use as his weapons. Or weapon. Because, like, usually they get a new weapon or a new style, right? I think it would be cool. Just missed. Alright. Just go Second Amendment, bare arms. That would be pretty crazy if it was just like the pillar was holding him back. Now he's just using bear claws. What the shit? What is this? Oh, it's just a slot machine. Okay. Weird. Replica relic Geppetto. Increased damage dealt to Geppetto. I guess I'm fighting Geppetto later. Ben fighting with his claws does seem more fun. My other thought was he just has two pillars with a chain between them and he uses them like nunchucks. That would be so funny too, because like everyone's biggest complaint with Ben is that he's really slow, right? So he's got nunchucks and he's flipping them around and like just so fast. His S rank is the fastest character in the game. That would be so funny. Ow. Asshole. God, Piper is such a monster.
Stand behind the yellow line.
She puts in crazy work. We'll just do that one. just turn him into Himejima from Demon Slayer. I've not seen Demon Slayer, but I will look that up later. Considering Ellen can break bones with her tail, I wouldn't be surprised if Ben can do the same with his hands. Oh yeah, I mean, if you've ever seen a bear do anything with, like, a normal... Like, they can just walk through fences like they're nothing, you know? It's crazy. Like, when you're in bear country, they tell you you have to have, like, a .357 caliber bullet gun by default, because anything less won't kill a bear. It won't hurt a bear. And so, you have to have a really strong, high caliber gun. And they also say don't aim for the head of a bear, because their skulls are so thick, the bullet will probably just bounce off and then it will be pissed off at you. So you have to aim, like, right under their armpit to try and hit them in their heart, you know? Which is crazy. Like, it's insane. Move this down. I think this camera got adjusted. You heard of Grizzly Man? I have. Yes. Yeah, Grizzly Man is a crazy one. My mom loves Grizzly Man. She, in general, just loves stuff about people getting eaten by bears and other wild animals, because, like, I feel like there's a sense of catharsis when stupid people get themselves killed. But yeah, Grizzly Man, I've seen it. It's pretty crazy. One of my... I mean, it's dark to laugh about, but my favorite part of that whole thing is they have the audio of when he got literally eaten by the bears that he thought were, like, his friends. And you can hear his girlfriend in the background trying to give him advice on what to do. And she goes, "Play dead, play dead! Fight back, fight back!" When, like, clearly playing dead didn't work. It's like, jeez. How bad would you feel if you're trying to advise someone on what to do, your advice immediately gets them eaten? It's crazy. There's a blurb in his Mindscapes that kind of implies bear thyrans are extremely dangerous if angered. Yeah, no, I mean, that was one of the lines that I did before they took out that TV mode. He has a line where he's like, you know, "Can I have your permission to get dangerous?" You know? So, there's definitely some hidden rage in there. Better off using the bullet in yourself, at least it's not painful as the bear. Yeah. Thinks about exceedingly dangerous sun bears. Oh yeah, sun bears are crazy. Sloth bears are absolutely insane looking. What's up, Overgamin? Welcome in. I have sharp arrows. I mean, against a bear, I don't know, man. You need a Ben Bear safety PSA. That would be funny for him to... He does like a PSA on, like, don't feed the wild bears. They are vicious. They're not like me. They don't do accounting. Disney movies have done crazy damage to society. I mean, there are always people who think, like, any animal is the same as a dog, you know? Ah, yes, fight back against the bear. It is good advice for certain bears. Like, there's a rhyme to go with bears. If it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lay down. If it's white, you're dead. Which... The one for that one is, if it's white, good night. But I always just say, if it's white, you're dead, because that's what that means, you know. You can fight a black bear relatively well, because, like, they're skittish more than brown bears. You can kind of fight them off, they'll run away. Brown bears you cannot do that with, so playing dead is, like, what you can do to try and survive. But if it's a polar bear, you are just gonna die. The thing about bears that's interesting So it's one of the worst ones to get eaten by, because, like, a lot of big creatures, like tigers and lions and stuff, they'll try to kill you by, like, biting your head. So you'll be dead when they start eating you. Bears will just start eating you while you're alive. So, like, if they start in the middle, buddy, you're gonna have a terrible death. Yo, what's up, Savadra? I have been having fun. 1.6 is really good. I liked it a lot. Okay, if I wrote a script for the Ben Bear PSA, who would I submit that to for screening? Submit that to John Mihoyo themselves. What if it was a panda? I mean, a panda... Panda's like the one type of bear you might be okay with being around. You know if Ben is specifically a grizzly or just any brown bear? I don't think they've ever said. I also don't know if it changes because he's a Thyran, you know? Yeah, if they know they can subdue you, they'll just start. Yeah, imagine like a bear just like pressing down on your chest. You can't get up and it just starts eating your stomach. Like, it's like the worst way to die. You know, pandas are very dangerous. Really? Could have fooled me. Oh shit. This is supposed to be a quicksand.
Kick into gear.
There it is.
Helix engine fired up.
If I can rant about panda misconceptions. Yeah, go for it. Because, I mean, I know they have the potential to kill you, because they are still bears, but, like, they seem like they're relatively, like, docile as far as bears go. Like, I don't know them to be super aggressive.
Gotcha.
But I could be wrong, because I've never seen a panda in the wild.
I'm unstoppable!
Yeah. Bastard.
Come on me! Try this! What's your honor really worth?
Speaking of signing, have you done online signatures for fans or cons? I did have a Streamly shop for a little bit, but the prices that they would have had to charge to make it, like, worth doing was way more than I wanted to charge fans. So I opened a print shop on my own website at one point. But that's been closed for a little bit. But I am planning on getting my print signing shop opened again once I get the new prints set up for it. Because they're going to be really cool. I'm excited for everybody to see the special edition version of those prints, because
things are about to get violent.
Very, very cool.
I told you, stay safe.
If I can get the files to work anyway. One guy in a Chinese zoo got hand bitten by a panda. Was he, like, reaching in to pet it, or was it, like, one of the employees of the zoo? Pandas in captivity paint a poor picture of pandas as a whole. They've given people's limbs the salmon skin treatment with ease. Ah. Well, but, I mean, part of why I thought pandas were, like, more docile is because I thought in the wild they're basically going extinct because they're more or less, like, not built for the wild anymore. I could be wrong. I mean, I don't know. That's just what I heard is like they don't really mate in the wild that well, and they're just like not good at surviving. He was drunk and tried to fight it. Yeah, that'll do it. There's a really funny... There's a comedian I like named Nate Bargatze. And he had a bit about that where he was like, you know, kids today just don't believe some of the crazy stuff that we used to be able to see. You know, it was like, you know, they used to have like little local carnivals that you would go to, and it was like they were definitely sketchy and dangerous. It was like you used to be able to go to these and see a grown man fight an orangutan, because back in the day we didn't know like how strong an orangutan was. There wasn't the internet to look it up, so people would go in and try to fight it, and every time the orangutan would knock him out in one hit. It's like, yeah, people underestimate how dangerous a lot of animals are. He's really funny though. One of my favorite comedians. So if you've never seen any of his stuff, he's worth checking out. He's got like 3 specials on Netflix, with I think another one on the way this year.
Watch and learn. No.
I'm ready.
I hear Ben roar. Indeed. Is it because they're plant eaters? Panda not being able to mate is a myth. Okay. They had to resort having pandas watch porn to get them to mate. Well, and also there's, you know, there's a difference between like captivity and the wild, obviously, but they're more going extinct because of habitat loss. They haven't adapted very well, but they're very capable nonetheless. They suck at mating in captivity. Interesting. I mean, to be fair, if I were trying to make a baby, I probably wouldn't want to do it in front of a whole crowd of people.
Take it easy.
I'm here.
Alright. Go this way, I guess. Finally figured out how to turn up my clips on Audacity. Nice! Attacks have a chance to trigger a critical hit. That one. Pandas aren't obligate herbivores, and even with that in mind, bamboo is a very strong plant. It's like oak wood, but they just bite right through it. That's true.
I'm unstoppable! Gotcha!
This ought to do it.
No trespassing on the job site!
Hit him with the air juggle.
Gotcha now! I pledge my honor!
Stand behind the yellow line!
Go the extra mile. I'm cruising now.
Press off!
Why does it sound like there's cars driving by in the background? The NKX juggle. Oh yeah, we'll slowly drag this into a Devil May Cry game over time. Oh, I've got some dialogue here.
Let's take a short break. You should always remember to balance work and rest. Exhaustion can lead to accidents, so don't push yourself too hard.
Thanks, Ben. What about you? Oh.
You need to rest. Let's stay here for a while. Don't push yourself. I can tell you haven't rested well. Just call me when you're ready. I'm getting a little sleepy. My old body just can't keep up. I'll take a nap while you're resting, or else I might end up falling asleep during the battle.
HI3 has been DMC for years. Yeah, but I don't know that one, and I don't play that one, so I'll have to try and make it do this one. Do that. Do another one. See if we can get something good. Alright. Do you normally work with sound cadence and side global? I work with sound cadence on Zenless, and that's it. I have never worked with side. Imagine Piper had a chance of falling asleep mid-ult. Oh god. It'd be like in Super Smash Bros. Brawl when people would just trip for no reason. Whoa. Well, hello, Geppetto. Where's your son, Pinocchio? Jesus. I can't...
End of the line! I'm alright.
I can't see a fucking thing.
Make way for the undefeated champion! There it is.
Rule violations won't be tolerated.
Watch and learn. I pledge my honor!
Our killer is unstoppable!
Good thing I haven't dozed off.
Ah, Jesus, he's so far. Oh my god, focus on that one, please.
Gotcha now. Be gone, dodge.
The work site is just like a battlefield.
This is hectic.
You should have worn a hard hat!
Let me show you how it's done.
I guess it makes sense now why he's called Geppetto.
This ought to do it.
I've actually never fought this boss before, so this is all new to me.
I told you, stay safe!
Coming through. Hey. Buckle up.
Take care of the steel tusk for me. I'm unstoppable!
Sad you didn't get the circus wall attack.
Gotcha.
Circus wall attack. I don't know what you're talking about, but that sounds pretty cool. You get back down here.
Buckle up.
Didn't I just
Kick into
ult?
gear.
Yo, what?
Buckle up.
That was odd. Why did I have 3 ults lined up like that? Free ult Rizonia.
There it is.
Ah.
Make way for the undefeated champion!
Stand behind the yellow line.
Kill.
Watch and learn!
It's authorized personnel only! The killer is unstoppable! It's authorized personnel only!
This is ridiculous. Oh my god. Whoa. Okay. I genuinely thought it was gonna show like there's another bigger puppeteer. Alright, let me go back here. I missed a bunch. Hello, Boot Hill. Congrats on pulling Anby and Kaleda. Lycon and Kaleda still escape me, but I'm content with Rena. Just curious. Also, great Ben voice. Love the commitment when you're on the clock for Twitch. Yeah, no worries. I love to do it, and I'm only allowed to do the voice when it's something in game, so, you know. Switching over to the mod view, and I see ejaculate was a permitted term. Hey, listen. We're not going to draw the line at that. That's like the medically accurate term for it. We've said worse. We've talked about Jane Doe having a piss fetish, so I guess that's not as bad. Yeah, that's exactly. See, everybody knows. Okay. Why is Alex Lee in everything? It's just the way it goes, you know. Somebody gets popular because they're good at something, and then they just carry that momentum, you know. Who's the top gooner? That's a good that's a good title for whoever like gives the most subscriptions, the most gift subs. Top gooner. That would be a good one. It's just that guy who has solo leveling. Exactly. Wow, there's more of these than I thought. Increase gear coins during exploration, but all gear coins will be lost upon leaving the store. Interesting. Fuck it. Let's do it. This will probably be the last thing we do on the stream tonight. I can still be mommy, but not Goonie mommy. I thought you didn't... I thought you wanted to be called Daddy. Because I thought I was stream mommy, as people say. So, clearly something has to change here. Moomer. Isn't that little like white blobby creature? That sentence was revolting. Listen, I didn't make any of those things happen. That's what everybody in this chat decided.
Let me show you how it's done.
Going the extra mile.
trespassing on the job site! Hey, move!
There we go.
I'm here.
You were trying to get everyone to call me mommy, but it backfired and you became mommy. I don't know what you're talking about. More Geppetto stuff, it looks like. Pretty sure we voted on it like the democracy we are. Yeah, exactly. Oh. Abusing your mod power to make a poll, eh?
So even proxies can get lost, huh? Now I'm really worried.
I see you have, see you've neglected to make the poll fair. So, don't worry, I will rectify your mistake.
Don't tell me I scared him off already.
There you go. Hello, Ben, not Ben. Benry? Hello. What's up, Aqua Chemist? Thank you for the follow. Very, very kind of you.
So even
very much
proxies can get
appreciate it.
lost, huh?
So yeah, everybody vote for who is the stream mommy. Now that the actual options are actually there. And Aqua Chemist, feel free to call me Benry, because that is one of the monikers I go by around here. Okay, I have a question. Do they give you specific directions for the injured sound, or do you just kind of wing those? In general, with a lot of efforts, both the, like, attack noises and the injured noises, usually it'll be, like, just kind of give me a few of them at various levels. Like, for the injured ones, they'll be like, give us levels 1 through 4. So level 1 is just like, ugh, you know, something like that, just like, ugh, you know, kind of light. Then the next one, step up, like, ugh, step up from that, and then, like, the big one, you know, death scream, whatever, they're like, ugh, you know, so they're kind of just, like, go with whatever. When we were doing those, the director was Michael Schwalbe, and he's an amazing director. He wanted very specifically to get, like, certain things. So he did ask me for some specific ones. Like, he'd be like, all right, copy the noise I make, and then be like, you know, give me something specific. So kind of they wanted specific things, and kind of just wing it. Wait, Benry's a thing? I was totally just doing that because of likely the same reasons it already exists. Yes, and actually, the funny story about that, Benry came from my first session with Michael Schwalbe as director, and the team at the studio who was doing it at the time, Blend. I don't remember if it was Michael who said it first or Chris, the audio engineer, but one of them went to say Ben, and then they meant to say Henry, and they kind of accidentally combined them, and they were like, Benry. So then from that point on, anytime I would go to join the session, they'd be like, Benry, what's going on? So I was like, I like it. It's one of the very few times where I get to play a character whose name is close enough that I can actually push them together and make a portmanteau. So I'm like, I'm gonna spread that as much as possible. It's reassuring. I've played games where I could tell the voice direction was lacking. Yeah, and usually in that case, it's not even, like, the director's fault. Like, the thing that I've come to realize is the voice directors often are not to blame. The voice actors are often not to blame. Usually it's somebody on the, you know, the client side, let's say, who wants something very specific that doesn't sound good and won't let the actor and director just kind of go with what makes sense. An example of this was the announcer for Tekken 7 was also the narrator in the story mode. And everybody said that the story mode was really bland and boring as far as the narration. And everybody was like, that's so weird, because the guy who does the narration knows how to do it. Like, he's the guy who does the, like, get ready for the next battle in between. So, you know, they were all like, what happened? And basically he was like, yeah, here's the thing. Me and the director were like, this sounds super boring. We don't want it to be bad. But the clients from Capcom were like, no, you have to do it this way. And every time he would try to inject some, like, personality and life in it, they were like, pull it back. So, if you come across a game where you're like, wow, the voice acting and direction on this is kind of bad, it's probably the fault of, like, the client and not any of the actual production people. Benjamin. It's not a bad one either. Portmanteau, word of the day. It's a good one. It's a good one to know.
Got it.
10-4. Yeah. Buckle up.
You know, those French may have a lot going against them, but they've come up with some useful words. Portmanteau, reconnaissance, croissant.
Dodge.
I'm just kidding. I loved France when I went.
We're excited just like a battlefield.
Super nice. And you know what? The French get a bad rap. Everybody says they're snooty and rude. The French are actually very lovely people. Everybody I was talking to over there was very kind.
Gotcha now.
See what you mean. Yeah, executive meddling's a big killer. Yeah. I mean, we're lucky that... I mean, MiHoYo wants control over all of their stuff. Obviously, some of the decisions they've made show that. But as far as the sessions go, they really will just kind of let us do whatever we think is best, as long as it doesn't contradict something in the game or, you know, go against a character. Favorite non-Ben ZZZ agent? Personality-wise, probably Billy. I like Billy a lot. And then gameplay-wise, probably Piper, because Piper's very fun. I also like playing as Miyabi, but, you know, that's also because she's very broken.
Thanks a lot.
Yo, Ego Heals. Thank you for following. Very much appreciated. Welcome in. Billy's new hairdo's ass. Such a great booty on Billy. I mean, it's a stiff competition for best ass in new hairdo. I mean, Trigger just hit the scene, and literally every step in game, she jiggles. Like, literally every step. It's insanity. Like, I try not to focus on the gooning aspect of this game, and I fail constantly because it's impossible. Like, I was just playing as her for the story mode and just walking normally. I was like, God damn, dog. Like, every time she walks, it's ridiculous. Very much appreciate you.
So even
well, thank you.
Can get lost, huh?
Yeah, Trigger's the latest salvo in the Jiggle Arms race. Yeah, it's insanity. scientifically engineered to clap with every step.
I pledge my honor! Ha!
Like this.
What?
My killer is unstoppable!
Oh my god, the 3D modeling on these characters, the thighs have so many bones.
This ought to do it.
Yeah, which is crazy because most thighs only have like 2 bones in them, you know? And that's the thigh bone.
Stand behind the yellow line.
Going the extra mile.
Watch and learn!
Work too hard, young
I
man.
need a Muso/Horde mode in ZZZ. Let me just sweep through a
Darn,
massive crowd.
right when I thought it was break time.
Oh, dude, that would be insanity. I would love that, though. I love Warriors games. October Resident Evil streams, he was gooning. I wouldn't say that. I didn't even install any Gooner mods. Unless you count Shrek, but you know.
This place is quite dangerous, so we need to strengthen our forces. Therefore, I would like to request your approval for me to get angry. I work in finance, you see, so I have to ensure I'm careful and meticulous in my usual work. I'm also careful to keep my emotions in check. But right now, we need strength, so I'll make sure to utilize my anger.
Yeah, so that was the line that I used to have voiced, but they took out when they had the TV mode scrapped. I don't know why they didn't keep the lines in, though. We already had them, but whatever. Isn't it a coincidence that during that month we got a clip of his feet? Oh, yeah? It's a coincidence? Or maybe I was doing that for you, because you're the one who loves feet. In fact, you made the subs-only chat in the Discord all about it. When I was talking about it being, you know, like I was showing you my feet for science. You guys were the ones who did that. Have we all redeemed our new polychrome code, ZZZ16 special? Ooh, I don't think I did. I'll have to do that. What is the difference between the purple and the blue? I assume similar to the similar to like rarity in other games. Purple's the like rare one or whatever. One's a darker shade. Oh, got it. That makes sense. I think purple's a store kind of thing. I see. 60 polychromes and a purse of Denny's. Nice. I'll go for that one. Combat coins. Alright, let's... Ah, damn.
Make way for the undefeated champion!
Watch it.
Get behind me. I've got you there. I'll take it.
What's your honor really worth?
Roadkill.
sub on Twitch if you want to see the VOD of his feet. I mean, anybody can see it. That's the thing, you made it like the sub-only chat reward for some reason, even though it's, you know, it's easily findable.
Coming through.
Things are about to get violent.
I pledge my honor!
The work site is just like a battlefield.
Going the extra mile.
Okay, question for you guys out there. Did you ever read the manga Zombie Powder? It was the manga that Tite Kubo made before Bleach, and it didn't run for very long. It only had like 4 volumes worth of chapters. But the main character carried a sword that fit in very well with the Sons of Caledon. It was a chainsaw sword that he would literally like rev up. It had like the big engine block on it. And it was pretty cool. He would rev it up and fight. He had like a friend who was like using throwing knives and stuff. It had style. I don't know if it would have run for very long, even if it hadn't been canceled, but you know. I've never read a manga unless you count Bones. That show about the detectives, I don't count that as a manga. Made an only feed account for Henry already. As I would expect.
Stand behind the yellow line.
Flames fade, ashes remain.
Pedal to the metal. Buckle up.
To be real, I was in the ZZZ.
Gotcha
right.
now.
Hold on a second.
Next round.
I'm unstoppable!
Ow. Ow.
There it is.
Get behind me. It's authorized personnel only! I cut you back!
Be gone!
This ought to do it.
Rule violations won't be tolerated.
Watch and learn!
Time's a ticking. Kick into gear.
Piper.
Make way for the undefeated champion!
I'll save you. Let me show you how it's done.
Roadkill.
I told you, stay safe! My killer is unstoppable!
There we go. I'll be real, I returned to ZZZ during Brain Rot's update. I love her energy, and I may or may not have listened to the whole 10-minute or 10-hour looped video. Because 10 hours is very different. 10 hour. Oh, jeez. Brandon and I once tried to listen to... Actually, it might have been an Infinite Neon Cat video. I don't remember how long it was. We tried to listen to it as long as we could, and I think after like 4 hours, we were like, let's not, because I want to kill myself. Bone. No. Yeah, Bone's not a manga. That's an American comic. It is good, though. Yeah, I actually just pulled for Bernice as well. Spin to win. Have you ever worn a hard hat? I have when I was little because my dad used to work in construction and he took me to the construction site. So even though I was in the car, I was wearing a hard hat. For a while I was running Bernice, Lucy, Piper. That was a good team. Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, Piper by herself is a good team. But that's part of why I pulled for Bernice, was because I wanted to pump out more fire damage, so it'll... I don't know who I'm gonna run at this point. I might just do Ben, Bernice, and Lighter, and then save Piper for an assault team. But, on the other hand, she is very strong, so maybe I'll do... maybe I'll keep it the same, but I'll do Bernice instead of Lighter. I don't know. It's tough, because I can't replace Ben, you know? So, I gotta switch out somebody. Yeah, Piper's a way better agent than she appears. Yeah, she is ridiculously strong. Bernice, more like Burn Rice. There's actually a chain of, I want to say, Korean food places in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex called Burning Rice. God damn you. And it's called that because they do those stone bowl bulgogi things, you know? And the rice sticks on the bottom and burns a little bit. They were alright. It's not my favorite Korean food by a long shot that I've ever had, but in a pinch, it's better than none. Whoop. Fuck back here.
Stand behind the yellow line.
Road kill.
Hell yeah. Off for more coins. You're not getting away this time. Tried to fuck with me every time, but you're not getting away with it.
It's just like a battlefield.
Not this time. You son of a bitch. No! Let me kill it! No! You motherfuckers.
I'm cruising now.
Stand behind the yellow line.
Things are about to get violent.
Be gone!
Coming through.
No trespassing on the job site.
So annoying. I was so close to killing that Bang Boo. What a bastard. You're running a DPS, Ben. I am indeed.
It's authorized personnel only!
Gotcha now!
So on this team, Piper is the resident DPS. Just because she's crazy strong.
This oughta do it.
Rule violations won't be tolerated.
There it is.
DPS Ben works, but only if you know how to consistently block. Yeah. I mean, I would like to think that I'm pretty good with Ben. But, you know, the big thing with me and a lot of games like this is, like, I don't care to, like, min-max every little thing. Like, I'm sure I could get his discs to be a little better, but, like, I'm not going to re-roll the same disc 50 times and waste a bunch of resources just so I can get it to be, like, 10% better, you know? It's just not worth it to me. Ah, no money. I've got enough for that. Good enough. Yeah, good call. Yeah, I mean, the grinding and building in this game is so intense that I'm like, if I tried to get everybody perfect, I would literally never have anybody built. You know, you just gotta get them to be good enough.
Not too hard, young man.
Ah, god damn. Yo, what up, Roxas? Fucking missed.
You should have worn a hard hat!
Impaired.
What's your honor really worth?
First I thought it said impaled, and I was like, oh, that's a new one. Nah, I fucked up. Should have hit it with the bang boo, but I didn't.
Again. Focus.
Oh shit. This is what you were talking about with the circus wall, I assume. This is wild. Bad time to look away to read the chat. Jesus. Whoa, whoa.
Get behind me! I got your back!
There it is. I pledge my honor! Gotcha!
Kick into gear.
Just try me! The killer is unstoppable!
Let me show you how it's done.
Perspective on this boss is constantly shifting.
I told you, stay safe!
Boy, is that sometimes hard to
You gotta charge right through.
hit what you're trying to hit.
Let's
Why is there like a little bit of ice damage when I hit with the assault?
Make way for the undefeated champion!
Jesus Christ.
Gotcha now.
Get down here.
It's authorized personnel only!
I'm cruising now. Better buckle up.
Just try me!
What's your honor really worth?
What's your angle, friend?
I told you, stay safe!
This is a critical turn.
Hard hands on! Can't clock out yet.
Woo!
Piper!
Oh my god, the camera.
I pledge my honor! My pleasure.
You should have worn a hard hat!
Healing sensor fired up. Kick into gear.
There it is. Be gone!
I'll take it. Try this. Locked. End of the line.
Let me show you how it's done.
I don't know why it just sat there for the last, like, 20% of that, but okay. Alright, let's see what everybody was saying. Currently trying to upgrade my Lucy to have more / better attack. Next Genshin update coming this week will allow you to custom craft relics and guarantee you can get at least 2 substat rolls of your choosing. That's cool. Took only 40 and 41 pulls respectively. 81 pulls for both. Alright. S, not too bad. It's quite literally the best rank I could have gotten, so I agree, not too bad. Alright. Man, there's still 4 left. These things are... I hope I don't have to do all of those every week. Otherwise, this is going to be a lot of stuff to deal with. Okay. Who's this? Has Ray already told you about Geppetto? I don't know, but I have already fought Geppetto, so... Alright. Yeah. Okay. That is, I think, a good place. Well, actually, before we stop, I did say I was going to try to pull the Wenjin. So, let's try that. We'll start with... we'll just go all in. We'll go for that. Alright, well, a copy of Lycon's. Not exactly what I wanted, but, you know, I do need to upgrade his, so that's fine. I have so many Ben Wenjins now. Alright, well, I'm probably not gonna get it again. I'm not gonna get another S rank immediately, right? Statistically, it's unlikely. So maybe I should just save the rest of those polls for the next S rank agent I want. I don't know. Is it really important to have Bernice's Wenjin? Because I feel like Bernice would probably be all right without it, but I don't know. Could be wrong. Yay, got the one. Oh, I got two. Nice. And fuck it. I'll buy one. Might as well, right? Just pull on the standard. And I got, what is that? Drill rig. Oh, is this, yeah, this is Anton's. Okay. Alright, not bad. Okay. I have her Wenjin, but I don't see that big of a difference. Okay, fair enough. Then I will probably not worry about that. Who's the next agent you want to pull for? I might go for Trigger just because I don't have a great electric team. I don't love most of the electric agents that I have, but I did enjoy playing as Trigger. Also the fact that she can like sit off field and attack is pretty cool. So I may end up pulling for her, but otherwise, I don't know, that like idol faction that they released, I wasn't super interested in. And I don't think we really know anything about any of the other people, but some of those Void Hunters they showed were really cool, so I'll probably pull for one or two of those. But alright, so let's find somebody to raid out to. Thank you all for being here. As always, it is very much appreciated. Yeah, I'm always very glad to hang out with y'all. All right, let's see. Let's do this person. I think it's their stream anniversary. 6 years, it says. 6 years on Twitch, so sure. Let's go for that. All right. Yes, I will be back on Monday. We will be doing something else. We finished Zenless story for now, and I feel like you guys probably don't care to watch me grind for all the stuff I need and all of that. So, we will be back to God of War Ragnarok, I think. Or no, wait, Monday's the collab stream. So, collab stream Monday for surprise mystery game. Wednesday will be Ragnarok, if we do that. All right, anyway, thank you all so much. I will see you all Monday. Have a good weekend, take care of yourselves, and bye-bye.